What's going on, everybody? Manchester United career mode. This is Davis-Tirado. You can follow me at my handle on Twitch at Sir Tricky Hat. For those of you who are watching this there, and for those of you obviously from myfantasysports.com, thank you so much for taking your time to watch. I know I've tried to do a few of these, and they haven't exactly worked out well, but I kind of changed up how I wanted to do it. I kind of made it a little bit more simpler. So all content will be posted there for you guys to watch. And so I just decided to just use my favorite team because I feel it'd be like a more enjoyable experience, a little easier experience for me in terms of putting out better content, that you guys can see more wins and, not see so much struggle. And I still don't have a full hold of this game yet. Like, I've been playing FIFA 19 since it came out, but even now, it's like things have changed. There have been patches and updates, and it's not the easiest game to play because, in gameplay, it's always like, I mean, like, for those of you who know and play FIFA a lot, the game doesn't always favor you sometimes. So I feel like sometimes I struggle with just that AI difficulty really being more than I can bargain for. So I figure why not make the experience a little bit more enjoyable and use a team that I really love a lot. I've been supporting Man United since 2008. I am a diehard Manchester United fan. Really have been most of the time I've been in the sport has been supporting Man United. Man United honestly gave me my love of soccer. So what better than to, kind of sit down, relax, and do career mode, which I love to do in FIFA, and do it with my favorite team. So I've already taken the liberty of setting up the team in terms of formations, the transfers, the loan offers, and who I want to bring in for the team. Because, this current regime of Man United players, in my humble opinion, are a little older than we would like, and I feel like I want to get back to the traditional of buying young players, developing them. If they have no place at the club, we could sell them on for a value, and if we have the ability then to keep them in the team, find a place for them, and to build them up, I would love nothing more than to keep them and have that player for the next 5, 6 years still growing and being able to be an impact player for the club. So anyway, as we sim through this preseason tournament, I'm trying to get through all this before we do any big transferring, and then we'll get into the basics of what I want to do. I'm really trying to add more depth into the bench and also give it a little bit of an uplift so that way we have a little bit more ability to, so when we make substitutions, particularly like in the fullback position, the striker position, we have more able bodies than what Man United currently are established with. I think if we do that, we'll have a lot more to work with, and we'll have a way to avoid when fixtures are too close together and we cannot handle the congestion. We have other capable players that can help us out. Anyway, as we continue on, I think all of my transfer reports are done. I think they're all done. Yeah, there's a few more here I'm waiting on. These are all the there's some of these from Portugal and the Netherlands, but I saw there were a couple of names that are being looked at, so I don't want to lose an opportunity to grasp a player like this guy right here, Brian Sessegnon. I really want to bring him in as my backup left back and maybe like a left wing type player, left mid type player that we could use. So I might have to make a move on him now before the things happen. We've already lost an opportunity at Lewis Cook. He's already gone to Burnley. That's okay. We can just remove him from the transfer report. It doesn't look like anybody else here is. I see a couple players have already joined the club, so they won't move again. In that case, we'll probably remove them as well. Let's see here. I think there's another one here I saw. He won't sell because he's too important for the club. Well, I guess Bentancur. I mean, Bentancur's not the highest rated at Juventus, but I guess he's like it has a high potential, so they don't want to let him go. Yeah, there's a few players here that just don't have the. I can't get them because they already have arrived at a club. Um, that's annoying, actually. I have to go back through and find it, but that's okay. Just some housekeeping stuff we have to take care of real quick. He's already Fiorentina. He won't move again. Man. Oh, come on. Can we please just no more of these? Team. He's too important for the club. I guess Milan. Once again, I guess FIFA really took the liberty this year of making sure like certain teams would not let go of certain players because of, they have high potential, high value. So this player wants to move again. Oh, we're almost there. I think that is all of the players that we. Nope, we got some more. Oh goodness gracious. As soon as I'm done doing all of this, I'm gonna go ahead and make that Sessegnon transfer happen now because I don't want to lose an opportunity at having him. Still want to look at him because he's already moved. We'll move again. Oh goodness gracious. Can we finally? Oh no, we got some more. Nope. No to him as well. We've moved a solid like 6-7 players already. So let's see if that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay, good. So, get back to where I was. Let's make a move on Sessegnon now because I don't want to lose the opportunity to have him. 18 years old, 75 rated. That's a high-value player. You really don't want to lose an opportunity to have him. So let's see if we could swap him with another player that we already have. Particularly Ashley Young is who I'm thinking about trying to swap him with. We're looking to bring in a winger, center back, or midfielder. Well, center back wise, I don't see anyone here that could really give. Wingers, I don't want to give away two high value wingers, and then center midfielders. No one really. I guess Marwan Fellaini would be like my first option to let go of because I don't want to use him anymore. And it looks like they will consider it. And a $5 million transfer. Wow, man, they're practically giving them away. I wonder if we could just counter this at like $1 million, just offer $1 million. Because that would equal his value, essentially. And then a 5% sell-on clause, would you take that? They would. Wow, that's it, yeah. Complete swap right there. We actually get a really great swap. Only lose $1 million in our transfer budget. And we get rid of an older, aging player who, although is probably a favorite in terms of heading the ball into the net, I have much bigger names in mind to help us with that. I have some really big plans to kind of change this club around a little bit and give it a boost that I think it'll really need, and that way it can perform a lot better. And a 5-year deal, and I think, so salary-wise, I'm going to try him out at 50. I'll give him a pretty good increase in his salary. He wants 51 with some other stuff, and that's fine. Okay, so Sessegnon comes into the team, so we just avoid losing a potential player that we want to sign there. What I'll do here is actually I'll inject him into the reserves. I'll inject him in as a starting left back actually. I think he'll serve us well in that position, and then have Darmian come off the bench. And that looks like a good idea. Yeah, I like that. All right, so Sessegnon will start that position. I'll worry about kit numbers and stuff like that later on. I'll do that off the script. Okay, so that's one transfer down. So we already have someone started there. And we'll keep an eye on the transfer reports as they come in because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of interest in players. And as we see a few more reports come through. Some of these players we've already removed from the list, so we won't worry about that. Again, we'll use the backup team. I made a backup team. I always try to make a backup team for the preseason tournaments just so that way we don't lose any starters. So far undefeated in the preseason, so this backup team's playing really well. And we got Atletico Madrid next. We got a transfer offer from Mata, who I am looking to sell. So I'll see if we can. They offered 28.2, just under his value. Says we can get 31.3 for him. I'm gonna try a pretty substantial offer here, but I'm gonna try getting between 30 and 40 million for him. Because he's an 83 rated, still has really great impact power for the next couple of years of his career, so he'll be in the plus 80s. Ashley Young being approached by FC Bayern. 6 million. They offer 5.1. I'm going to try going for a 6 to 7 million here and see if they will take that. All right, let's see here. And we'll advance up to. Got some more transfer reports, and I think that's all of the transfer reports that are going to come in for all the players I had scouted out. So I think we now have a better look at what we're looking at here in terms of bringing in players this year. Yeah, I think everything here is set. There's definitely some overalls in here that were very surprising. That were really great, so I want to take a look at and scouting those further. But everything here is pretty much set. So we'll finish up the preseason tournament, and then we'll go into transfers. Got a couple more games to play, hopefully. If we win this Atletico game, I will play the final of this. I will play the final of this preseason tournament if we win this semifinal game, because it would be really cool to get some playing time to let you guys see the team. And we do indeed. Danny Williams scored 2 goals. And as a matter of fact, I just saw his number was 99. I actually want to change that. And actually, for those of you who don't know about this feature, so if you're familiar with the Journey, Danny Williams is a player in the Journey. There's a feature in career mode this year that if you complete the Journey, you can get Danny Williams and Alex Hunter in career mode to play with, and they stay in the same default look that you gave them. So same hairstyles, same kit styles, tattoos I don't think are included. I hadn't seen them, but if they are, yeah, they might be. But nevertheless, yeah, you can play with them in this career mode, and it's really cool. So I jumped at the opportunity to I already had Danny Williams on Man United in the Journey series, and Alex Hunter's at Real Madrid. I will be bringing in Alex Hunter into the team because I do want the opportunity to train him up and play with him in this game. I think it's a great opportunity. We have a loan offer from McTominay, who I was thinking about keeping for a while, but it would be best to loan him out, try to get him some game time overseas, and then train him up later. Get a quick training session in here, and then we'll play this game against Juventus, and hopefully we can actually see Cristiano Ronaldo playing for Juventus in this game. He would make his next return against Manchester United since he played for Real, so that would be really cool if we can get him in the side so we can get a chance to go up against him. Got some more loan offers from McTominay, who I am still training up with the team. I have him in my training sessions, so I've thought about keeping him, but if we get him loaned out, we'll get him loaned out. Okay, so we have the backup team in place here. I'm going to try with the starters, I think, just to kind of give them a run out, but I don't want to risk injury to the starters, and this is just a preseason tournament, so then again, I might be more inclined to not use the starters. But here's the home. That's the away kit. That's the... I guess we'll use this kit right here. Well, since we do have to account for Jesse Lingard's injury, I would like to use maybe another youth player rather than use a starter. I'm really opposed to using starters. I don't want to risk losing any injuries. Even De Gea on the bench, who I understand De Gea might not get hurt if he plays in the game, but I'd rather keep him out of it just to be on the safe side. The team's just a little bit tired, and it's definitely going to be a little bit more tasking to beat a team like Juventus. But I'm pretty sure we're up to the task here. I don't see why we couldn't beat them. It also gives me an opportunity to play with Danny Williams too, and see how he is in career mode with this team. So Dybala will be playing. I see Kadira as well. Now, let's see what Juventus has piled up against us here. So, I take a look here. I see Cellini, Chesney's the goalkeeper, João Cancelo. I think I see Ronaldo too. Yeah, Ronaldo is in the side. I see Douglas Costa. Yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a pretty difficult matchup because we definitely are facing Ronaldo. But if we don't risk using our starters, we save ourselves for the remainder of the regular season, where it's more important that we gain money because we already have a ton of money already. I did the $60 million or the 60% increase in transfer budget when I was in the pre-menu, so we have plenty of money to spend. We don't have to restrict ourselves at all. Look, I'm going right back to this position again. Oh my. Nice headed away. And we have Andreas Pereira, who's pretty good in career mode, I find. You see Danny Williams here. Yeah, he's got a little bit of pace about him. I couldn't control it. Tripped up by Marcus Rojo. Good job. Lost it. Come on, Sassignon. There we go. Good job. Oh, it's a foul. So far, Sassagnon's done pretty good here. Controlled the ball. It's a debut, kind of a little bit of a debut chance for me to use him. Great job by this team defensively. We really controlled that. We can get one Mata on the run here. Let's see if I can get Danny Williams here. Oh no! Oh, it's a penalty. Oh wow, that was a late whistle. Yeah, Bonucci getting the stick here. Let's see what happened. Yeah, he went for the slide. Yeah, I completely took one Mata out, and I didn't even notice that. Well, if I want anyone to take this, I want it to be Danny Williams. I want it to be the young, youthful man. Let's see if we can get him going this season. To the left, bottom left corner. Oh! That was terrible. Oh my gosh, that was not even close. I pointed bottom left corner. He completely put it down the middle. Oh man, he must not be good at penalties. Oh, wow. That's terrible. That was all of a missed penalty, too. Well, let's get back into it. Man, that is crazy. That's just disappointing. Oh, that pass was disappointing too. Oh man, Lindelof did not do that well. Nice. Lee Grant has that. There we go. Got it away. Another opportunity here. Yep. Oof. Yeah, Fred took a shot at it. Couldn't get it in. All right, Danny Williams is at the near post here, and I'm gonna try and use him. He's 6'4", so he should have a good heading ability. Don't let him go anywhere. I do want to try using him because definitely when Lukaku is at that position, I want to use him at that near post for the header because that's the best place to really target for corners. He can surprise you from there. If we can get him some solid looks there, we can really work that out. Keeps knocking down Lee Grant. All right, let's keep going here. Lee Grant is also someone I'm definitely looking to get rid of, either in a trade, hopefully. Someone's willing to take him on, and I can offload him. Because at 35 years old, I don't see what United were doing in buying him in the first place. I guess in real life, Romero's either hurt or just isn't fit. I don't know what the issue is, honestly, that we can't use Sergio Romero, but I definitely know in this game, I've already sold him, as you saw earlier, so I'm really kind of trying to get some young goalkeeper in here as a backup to David De Gea. Because David De Gea is also kind of getting on that age, too, so, like, he's not going to be bad, into his 30s, but he's definitely going to start declining to a point where I'm not going to be able to use him. And I want to have a young goalkeeper prepared. Because I'm going to do this Carumo for a pretty good while, I would think. So I'm pretty sure I'll have a new goalkeeper by the time De Gea wants to leave. Should be tied right now. Instead, we're completely behind because Danny Williams. What I honestly thought was an awful penalty choice. Trying to get Gribbin to run here. And I don't know. I was trying to get Callum Gribbin to run a little forward there, and the ball wasn't placed right. I probably should have taken that penalty with Juan Mata, but I wanted to give Danny Williams a chance to have it. So that's my mistake. It probably should have been Juan Mata. He's probably way better at penalties than Danny Williams. They made a substitution there, so. Oh my God! Completely missed that. Oh man. Look at this. Like, I try to come at him right here, and Marcus Rojo completely just goes like right. I pressed B like before he made the stop, but I'll take responsibility for that. It's my fault. Can we get something going here? Oh my gosh, we got ahead here. Got it. Wow, quick. That was a quick response. Oh, it could have been 2-2 though. All right, we got one. I want to see how this went down here. Fred leads it off, and then it deflects off the keeper and in. Oh man. Well, we stopped that nonsense, and now it's back to a 1-goal deficit. So we definitely proved we could score on this team. Also, see if we can get around them and get this game tied up. Give ourselves a chance to win. Oh man, this is getting crazy. Oh, That pass gets through. We're in a whole nother, get a second wind about us. We can try and. Nice. Oh, nice save from Lee Grant. Lee Douglas Costa's out. No, no, no. Drop back in, drop back in, drop back in. Yeah, it's going over. It's going over. Yep. I know that trick. All right. There we go. Oh, Fred got held up. Milan Pjanic. Oh, wow. So he's left Juventus. So it looks like we got some company in the Premier League. Oh, man. Don't like where I'm going over there, so I'll try to work this out. And we have Sessegnon. Can get a little bit of speed about him. We can. Try and send away one Mata here. Mata, no. Nice. I see something here. No, 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 no. Keep that ball. Oh, God, that was terrible. I don't know what Gribben was trying to do there. I literally was trying to get the ball to get sent forward, and I couldn't do it. There we go. We got something going here. There we go, Rojo. One Mata. Lost it. Looks like Sessegnon's hurt here. Alright, we definitely need to make some substitutions. I think Sessegnon's tired. And he has got a bandage on him, so I don't want him to get further hurt. So, pull him. I'll bring in Darmian and Delo. We're really lacking defensively, but I got to make a move and an attack, so. I think Chong is going to come into the game here. We'll play him at center, attacking mid. And everyone's pretty tired, but hopefully Chong can get us a goal here. There we go. Matteo Darmian's got a full head of steam here. If he can get away from this guy, he can. Oh, it's no good. I saw Chong there. I tried to cut it over to him, hoping he would put it in the net. Darmian put in a great pass. And just kicks it right over the net. We may have to go to ultra attacking here, which is really going to tire us out. Might stay in balance for now. We don't want to go in ultra attacking just yet. We're down by one. I don't want to risk it. Oh God, I screwed that up. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's go ultra attacking now. Get right out of the sequence. Yep, Lee Grant has it. I don't know if I'm allowed to make more substitutions than I have made already. There we go. Pereira. Amata. Darmian. That's a corner. Can I make more substitutions possibly? Just because my team's tired? I wonder if I can. I can. Oh man, it's one of those. Oh man, this is big. This is really big. I'm going to make some substitutions here. I'm going to sub out the rest of the team. It's one of those preseason tournaments where you can use all of your bench. So I'm gonna do it now and bring on some fresh bodies. I'll see if we can get a goal here. Fred with a kick. I got this guy Bowie. I'm gonna try and work something out here. Gotta work it through. Oh no! Oh, I saw Danny Williams in the middle. Can we win the ball? Yeah, we're not gonna win it here unless we don't get this ball back right now. Nope, can't do it. Nope. 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 Nope, it's too late. No, it's too late. Yeah, it's too late. Well, if I had known that sooner, I probably would have made the substitutions a little earlier, and we could have kept our form. But it's all right. We did a really good job. We didn't need the money anyway. It was just a good opportunity for us to try and get some silverware early, which I'm glad we tried to do. So, halfway through the episode, I like to keep these to hour-long streams if we can. So, I'll spend the next 30 minutes working on transfers here. Brian Sessions has a pulled, what is it? A pulled calf out for 2 weeks. That's okay. Nothing we won't worry about. So let's go ahead and let's start making moves to improve the team. So starting off, we have a couple of injuries already to address, but I do want to do this real quick. Sessions will be will be in the team as the primary left back starter, in the substitutes to come in for Shaw. So I want him to play that role. So I just want to make that established. We'll have Darmian be the backup because Young's definitely going to get sold at some point in this episode. Let's go ahead and let's start out, work our way up the transfer hub board. So if we start with this with goalkeeping, I like Donnarumma. I like Onana, 22 years of age, slightly overall less, cheaper. He would cost a lot more. He's not really that potential yet to really get there, and this guy would just have to be bought at a pretty reasonable rate. Then if we're looking at defensively, I like Odriozola, and I'm willing to pay the release clause because honestly, he's a great player. He'd be a wonderful starter that we can build and we can train. Tete would be a great backup as well. Alexander-Arnold would be a great starter as well, maybe as a backup. Calabria would be great. Lucas Hernandez would be a great starting center back because he can play left back and center back. He has wonderful stats. If you take a look at his sprint speed, it's amazing. His jumping, his stamina is very good. His interceptions, his aggression is very great. When it comes to his defensive stats, his stand tackle and slide tackle are quite good. His marking is pretty decent as well. His heading accuracy is also pretty good. So he's a good center back we could use in this position. Got a power header to him. Also got Chilwell, who could play as a left back if we want to use him in the bench. We have this young guy, Pellegrini. I don't think he's really going to be a part of the team's plans. And it comes up to the strikers here. See some names I have here as some options who I want to bring in. I want to start off with striker, and I'm going to start with Santi Mina. 22 years of age, 80 rated would be a solid addition. There's also one more player I want to bring in who's not on this list yet, and I will address it when I get a moment to do so. But I want to see if we could possibly bring him back. But for now, let me focus on bringing in these youth players. So Santi Mina is the first person I'm thinking about bringing in. I want to bring in 3 strikers to help us out. So he's got great sprint speed, acceleration, agility. Everything's mostly in the green here. Ball control, crossing, dribbling, his finishing is pretty good. So he's a solid backup striker we could use. So I'm going to start off by making a bid for him. And like I said, 3 strikers is who I'm looking to bring in. Maybe just 2 because I am bringing in a certain player, and I'll mention that in a moment. I just want to take time to work on this. Santimina, if we can make a player swap for him, I would like to try so. Ashley Young, perhaps. We're looking to bring in a striker, winger, or a fullback. So they're not interested in this particular player. Antonio Valencia would be a nice swap player to use. Since I'm thinking about getting Odriozola, so let's see if Antonio Valencia for Mina would be a straight up swap. Oh boy, 31 million. We can definitely negotiate that down. I'll start by offering half of that value and see if they'll work into the middle. A $15 million return. It kind of gives you around just a little bit over his value, and a 5% selling clause. 31.4. They haven't really gone down. I'll go to 20 million. See if they'll go into the 20s. 31.5. Wow, they're going to be sticklers here. Let's try 25 million. I think that might be enough. They're going to think about it. Okay. Well, that's a little bit annoying. Well, while that deal's getting worked on, let's go ahead after 2 more strikers. I want to go after Sanabria to start with, possibly, and then maybe Augustine would be like those top 2 I would look at, just because in overall they'd be pretty high. So let's see if we can get Antonio Sanabria. Let's see here. Again, we're offering Ashley Young here as a swap, and then we'll see what they want: striker, winger, or center back. Well, striker-wise, we don't have much to offer. Winger, we have one Mata who we could offer, but I want to offer him for a different player I'm looking at bringing in. And then center back-wise, I don't think we want to get rid of anyone just yet, but I might be willing to let go of Marcus Rojo or something like that. But for now, let's just go ahead and offer a transfer fee. He's worth 20.5, so I'll offer that. I'll offer that 20.5. I'll throw in a 5% sell-on clause that always hopefully might entice them to bring the price down lower if they counter. 32.6. Let's see if we can counter that at 25. Kind of meet in the middle a little bit here. 32.6. Wow, they're really going to be sticklers on this. Let's go 26 million. I'm really going to try and negotiate this down. And 26 million, he's accepted that. Okay, cool. So we can at least bring in Sanabria to start off our transfer negotiations. All right, let's see here. He wants to be a rotation player. I'm fine with that. But if he is called upon by Man United to be brought back, there is a release clause that can be activated to bring him back into the team. Obviously, I don't have that available to me in this game, simply just considering the fact that he plays for a different club. But he is, in fact, able to be brought back by Man United for a certain fee, and it can't be enacted upon at any time. So I'm going to actually do that right here and bring him in. I wanted to do the one Matza deal, but my God, they're really saying $49 million for this guy on top of what I'm paying, and I don't feel like paying that. So I'm going to counter at $25 million. That's still pretty much going over his value, but hopefully they can bring that 49 down and we can negotiate something a little bit more acceptable. 48 million. I'm going to go 35 here. I'm going pretty over what I wanted to pay for this guy. But 35 million. 48.5. Can you take 40? How about 40 million? 40 million just at his value. 48.6. Oh my gosh. All right, let's try 41. 41 million. 48.7. 45? 45 million? They're going to take some time to think about it. Wow, really over $3.7 million. All right, well, we're going to wait on those two transfers to go through because those are the 3 strikers I want to bring in. Sanabria already being the first. Deposits accepted. Minas was not accepted. It was a $25.6 million deal. I'm actually going to be okay with both of those deals, so I'll actually accept that offer, and I can negotiate with Depay right now and Mina, and that'll take care of our striker situation, and then we can keep going and fill in the rest of the team. He wants a 4-year deal. I want to get him on a 5-year deal. No release clause will be needed, in my opinion. And we can talk money. So you can make it on 198. I'll offer him 110. See how he likes that. 105. All right, he went down. All right, cool. Just wants a little bit more bonuses in there. And then Santi Mina will be our fourth signing, rather, because you think about Sessignon. Wants to be a rotation player. I'm cool with that. 5-year deal for him as well. I know his contract. He already has a preset wage he wants to have. I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and just get him in. So there we go. So we got our 4 signings so far. We got all our strikers worked out. So that's cool. And still with plenty of money to spare. So how we'll set this up is like this. Denny Williams will now come down into the reserves. Memphis Depay will be my backup striker on the bench. I don't want to start him because Rashford is a young, up-and-coming player who I really want to give some time to. So I'd rather not lose that guy. I don't know what happened to... Oh, yeah, that's right, because we sold Valencia. So actually, technically, I do need to put someone at right back. So I'll put Young there for now. Oops. Nope. There we go. Okay, and then Santi Mina and Williams will be in the team right there. I'm just going to try to organize this a little bit. Okay, and Sanabria obviously right here as well. So there we go. So there's our 3 strikers on the bench. Got Santi Mina, 22, Sanabria, 22, and then Denny Williams, 19. He'll get trained up and he'll be able to become hopefully a starter or a good backup. So we have that there. So strikers worked out. Let's work on the midfield. So what I want to do midfield-wise is we have a defensive midfielder and a right mid here in Pereira, and we have a straight defensive midfielder in Herrera. I like to bring in 2 attacking midfielders and then actually also bring in maybe a couple of wing players as well, a left mid and a right mid, to play in the team as well. So I'm going to turn to our transfer hub again. I'm going to get rid of this player here because he looks a little too young there, and so I would get rid of him too. So striker, we're pretty much set. I haven't worked on the goalkeeper yet. Midfield, I want to start with a couple of attacking midfielders. So I will bring in Alex Hunter at some point in this episode. I'm just working on these other ones right now. Fornals is pretty good. He's a left mid and right mid type player, and a center attacking mid, center midfielder. So he's an option. Van de Beek is a simple center attacking mid, center mid. So with this guy. Kai Havertz is a center attacking mid and right mid specialist, center forward. So he'd be a great backup center attacking midfielder straight in the middle. I'm looking at picking him up, I think, and then Sancho would be a nice little player to bring up. 18 years of age, left mid, and left wing player. He'd be pretty cool to pick up. And then I've also thought about picking up actually Danny Ceballos, but he's actually already gone on loan somewhere. So shoot, I can't get him now. I was thinking about grabbing him, but unfortunately I have to get him out of the team. Looks like Alex Iwobi went somewhere as well. I have to look at that. Did Iwobi go somewhere as well? And he did, so we have to get rid of him too. Alright, so a couple of cells have gone behind my back here. Sancho, Havertz, and then maybe... I'm looking at another player, I just don't know who. Tom Davies would be a cool player to bring in. Loftus-Cheek would be nice. Aouar would be really cool. This guy's got a good potential defensively. Has a nice young potential here as well. Pulisic would be really cool too, because he's just a straight winger all the way around. So we definitely have a few options here of where we can go. I think Havertz and Sancho are definitely two players I want to bring in, and I guess the third. I mean, Kingsley Coman's a great. He's literally a better version of. He's a better version of Christian Pulisic. But Christian Pulisic is younger, cheaper. I really like to pick him up. 79 rated, 19 years of age. You know what? Let's start by bringing him in. Just because it's also, there's a lot surrounding him currently in the current transfer market landscape because they really want to try and see what he's like as a player. So, especially with a big level team. All right, so let's start with. Can we swap any more players out, or have we swapped everyone we've wanted to? It looks like we've done everything there. Midfield. Yeah, it looks like we've done everything. Except for the Ashley Young move. Yeah, it looks like we can get something for him. 29.34 million. Let's counter this at 15 and see, because it would just bring it just under his value if we offered 15. And then the 5% sell-on clause, obviously. Let's see if we can offer those three things. They're pretty stuck on that. Let's see if we can offer 20 million straight up. See if that'll work. 29.5. Maybe 25 million. That should probably entice them to make the sale. 26.2. Yeah, there we go. That's a good deal. So that gets Christian Pulisic into the team. And gets us an all-around winger in the club, which is one position I really wanted to work on. Get a couple wingers into the team. See, will he take a prospect role? A rotation role. That's acceptable. And then 5-year deal for sure. And disregard. He wants a wage already preset. Bit of a bump, so there we go. And the next Christian Pulisic now on the team. If we're going for any more winger help, I mean, Kai Havertz would be a solid option to bring in. Him and Sancho, and then maybe bringing in just a straight-up center midfielder to really help out would be great. Like him and Amiri and Sancho, these three players right here would be really great to bring in. Definitely needs to be someone who can play center midfield. So Tom Davis would be a solid option, but not high in overall. Ruben Loftus-Cheek could be okay, but Amiri's older. Aouar would be a great option. Center midfielder, left mid. Kind of is that winger type that we could bring in. I think Aouar is honestly our best option. As I see here. Also bring in Ronnie Lopez. He's a right mid, left mid type player. But I think I'm gonna go with I really wanted to bring in a center attacking midfielder because it suits our position better. I'm thinking about really grabbing these three players here. Sancho, just because he's 18, 75 rated, you can't pass that up. picking up these guys along with it. Why don't we start with Kai Havertz, because I'm very interested in getting him into the team. So we'll start with that, work our way in. So he's at 26 million. Can we player swap anymore? I think we've swapped everyone we've wanted to. I know we had to probably get rid of one of our center backs. I just don't know if I want to do it just yet. We're pretty solid, really, at a lot of these positions as well, so don't want to be too hasty. We may have to do everything here straight to the transfer budget, so we'll have to be mindful of how much we spend here. 26 million and a 5% sell-on clause. What I'll start with for Kai Havertz, 41.6. I'll go to 30 million. I'll really try to hedge this down here. 10% sell-on clause is what they're asking for. Still at 41.6. I'll go to 35. Let's see if that will entice them. They're going to think about it. All right, so that's something that's on the table for now. I forgot about Fornals is here as well. And he has everything about him as well. He might be a better option to bring in. I might see if I can work out a deal for him before I work on a deal for Kai Havertz, because honestly, I think this is a better option. Just because it's an immediate help in each position we need. So we're 27.5. Let's see if we can get him on a deal here. 5% sell-on clause. And 50 million. Holy cow. I'm going to immediately go to 40 just to try and meet him in the middle here. He's still at 50. Solid 50. 41 million. They're going to take some time to think about it. All right, so 41 million is where we're sitting at with those two deals. If we brought in Fornals, he'd be that left mid, right mid help we would need, plus at a center midfielder, center attacking midfield. And then I would just be inclined just to bring in another center attacking center midfielder. I wouldn't want another wing center forward type player. I want more someone who can kind of, midfield it out, help us out there in that position a little bit. Havertz is an option, but and honestly, if we got Fornals, I wouldn't waste the money on buying Havertz or Sancho. I would just go ahead and grab. To be honest with you, I would go out and just grab maybe a Miri and let him be in the team. He's definitely solid overall and a solid value. So let's see if we can work out deals for a Miri right now. And then we'll see whatever works best, the Kai Havertz or the Fornals deal. We'll see whatever works out for us in the end. We'll just have this on tap, ready to go, just in case these deals go through. 17 with 2. Yeah, we're going to try and negotiate this down. 18 million. 19.1 solid. Getting ready to leave right now. So what we're going to do for now is we're going to leave it at this, guys. I'll come back to this in a moment. I'm just going to take a quick moment to check something real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to do a couple of things there. Take a quick phone call and handle that. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's sim a few days out, and then we will know what we need to do. So, all right, so that's what we got. 41.6 versus a 50. McTominay loaned out. Okay, so we're going to have to leave it here, and what I will do is I'll work on these transfers and give you guys a final decision in the next episode of how I did everything, because you'll get an explanation from me and the team that you see looking ahead, okay? So that's it for the first episode, guys. Got a game in, so that's good. Got a feel for the second team. I'll hopefully get a feel for the first team in the next episode. We'll be playing in the Premier League in the next episode coming up. Till then, I'll see you guys later.